Good morning. My name is Björn. I'm co-CEO at Resolution. And today we have a little bit of competition. So let's try Atlassian Rovo against ChatGPT. So I'm using ChatGPT for a while now, and I'm using it also that it helps me for creating a vision for a new feature or a new app. And it is a really helpful brainstorming buddy or figure out which are the technical details. So now let's check if Rovo has the same capabilities. I did this recording already twice and learned a lot about it. I will talk about this during the video. Okay, let's start. So what is our setup? Our setup is relatively simple. Let me share my screen. So here we go. Share. And we have a GPT. It's called a GPT Vision Creator. It has relatively clear instructions and relatively detailed. So I want to achieve that roughly 10 sections are summarized completely about a new feature. And I want that the GPT is talking to me and figure out what is the best solution and what is the best content for it. I copy and pasted exactly this to a Rovo agent. This Rovo agent is here. It's called Feature Vision Creator. And here is the first learning. Be super careful with selecting the right agent here. So it could be the case that you don't have the right agent and at the end you're not achieving your goal, what you tried to achieve. So let me show you quickly, browse agents, that this agent is exactly the same. So it's loading here, and here we go. Similar and instructions. Okay, good. Let's update this agent quickly. And Feature Vision Creator, we are fine. We have the right agent. So let's go now to ChatGPT. I started already here a session GPT Vision Creator, and I start with my idea. It's a complete new app idea, and I'm a little bit too lazy to type. So means here has GPT already a little bit of benefit because I can talk to it when I have installed it natively on my MacBook. Okay, let's start with that. Okay, I want to create a new Jira app. The goal of the Jira app is that it shows time and status or a stopwatch on every Jira issue in the Jira board. The main goal is that the user is aware how long a ticket is already in a specific status. I want to achieve that users can make better decisions, or also product owners, Scrum Masters are informed about the actual situation. Other time and status apps just check the history, that I can analyze how long was a ticket in a specific status, but I want to see how long is a ticket already in a specific status. Sounds like a good idea. Let's check what GPT is doing out of it. Okay, we're seeing here, let's grade, work together, problem definition. To start, let's define the core problem, blah, 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 and so on. Before we reading it, we giving Rovo now exactly the same tasks. Here we go. So, okay, back to status. It's mainly improving decision-making, accountability, and tracking of efficiency in workflows. Yes. How does it affect, for example, impact quickly blockers identify, is there specific feedback data? Okay, answering this claim. Okay, let me know if you like the examples. Yeah, I like it, but let's do a little bit more detailed here. Yeah, I like the examples, but please do it a little bit more detailed. So let's check what Rovo did. Rovo created similar things. Sounds like the main issue, lack of a real-time visibility. Yes, okay. It can hinder decision makers' awareness, users, product owners, grandmasters. Okay, follow-up from. This is my instruction here. Okay, so also let's say here that it should be a little bit more detailed. also copy and pasting it. Here we go. And it's working. Okay, so now we have more detailed examples here. Product owners, scrum masters, team members require timely information, blah, blah, blah. Real-time visibility on ticket, yes. Identifying bottlenecks, yes, looks good. Another example is in progress blocked helps individual team recognize needed attention. It also promotes efficiency workflows, improved workflows, real-time feedback, yes, it's good. I like it, I like it. So then let's go further. I like it. Let's go to the next section. Copying it. Okay, so Rovo, what's with you? Okay, getting here a little bit of more detailed explanation. So, and it follows my prompts. It's definitely more detailed in using my prompts here word by word. ChatGPT is a little bit more creative. Real-time visibility, so on, overlook issues. Yeah, I think overall we're getting the same. Ovo has a small lack of detail here, but it's good so fine. Here's a suggestion as well. User experience, consider ensuring stopwatch display and so on. Detailed understanding. Okay, good. Let's give the same prompt that we want to go to the next section. Good. What is ChatGPT doing? Next section is time and resource allocation. What's the estimated timeline for the project? How long you are aiming dedicate, blah, blah, blah. So it's asking me here a question. Can you allocate specific time sprints, 2 weeks, define broader timeline, 2-week sprints and so on, resources needed. So, okay, we are answering now. We want to have an MVP, definitely. And with the experience of ChatGPT, it should consider the allocated time, and we're working in 2-week sprints. Yes, definitely, I want to go for an MVP. We are working in a 2-week sprint interval, so please, based on your experience and your knowledge, estimate the time and which resources I need, and also estimate what are the dependencies and constraints. So here we go. What's Rovo doing? Time resource allocation. Realistic timeline. Okay, it says we should do a realistic timeline. Okay, definitely. Yeah, I mean, you can see the difference. ChatGPT here, and it's a little bit unfair because ChatGPT is working already on version 4.0. As far as I know, Atlassian Rovo is based on version 3.5. So means ChatGPT has a small benefit here, but at the end we're talking about what the user experience is. But also suggesting an MVP. But okay, let's do the same what we did here for Rovo. Let's answer. We want to have an MVP, our sprint interval, and that Rovo should decide how long we need, and so on. Okay, what's the ChatGPT answer? Total estimate MVP development time 4 to 6 weeks, 2 to 3 sprints. Sprint breakdown milestones. Core requirements, okay. Resources needed, okay, that's good. Dependencies, Jira API access. Database configuration, risks, API rate limits. Okay, front-end development, design, Jira board, time stopwatch icon, okay. Integrate the front-end with the back-end logic, front-end developer, okay, dependencies, yes, risks, UI performance, okay. It gives me already, was it really per sprint? Yes, okay, it is a breakdown per sprint. I really like it. That's good. I really like it. Let's go to the next step. hopefully I can say the same to Rovo. So what is Rovo doing? 2 to 3 sprints, same time. Also gives us a development team, backend, front-end UI, QA tester, project manager, exactly same. Dependencies, real-time data processing, fine. This part is much smaller here, and ChatGPT structured it already per sprint. Interesting. Okay, but let's also say here, I really like it. Let's go to the next step. Okay, what do we have? Oh, we need to start it here as well. Okay, so what is ChatGPT doing? Strategic alignment. So how does the feature align with the strategic goals? The feature directly supports goals related to productivity, workflow optimization. Yes, yeah, fine. For team focus, transparency, accountability, also fine. Data-driven decision making, yes, looks also good. Reduce cycle time, that's really good. Increasing ticket throughput, yes. Improved sprint velocity, yes. User engagement satisfaction, yes. Okay, looks really, really good. We can use the same here for ChatGPT. Let's start it already. Let's check what Rovo thinks. Okay, strategic alignment, considering what business outcomes can I think about, supportable, okay. Real-time visibility, much shorter. So, well, this could be better. That definitely could be better. But we going to the next step. So normally I would ask Rovo now for more, do it a little bit more detailed. Let me know if you have any questions. Or let's give Rovo a chance. Can you do it a little bit more detailed? So let's fix the typo here. Here we go. So, okay. ChatGPT, what are you doing? Solution description. So we are already a step further with ChatGPT. So the app will display real-time stopwatch timer, each Jira ticket, a board view. Okay. Time reset each time ticket status changed. Yes. So here's really the trained knowledge about the structure of Jira and so on. Really, really helpful. I never explained it. So viewing time and status, yes. Threshold alert configuration, product owners, scrum masters, admins can configure thresholds. Yes, also nice. Status transition timer reset. To do timer resets, yes. Detailed view, perfect. Improve user workflow. Jira board view integration, customer service settings in Jira, and potential Confluence integration optional. Interesting. So ChatGPT is already considering or proposing additional features here. Okay, Rovo, what's with you? Strategic alignment. Issue resolution time, increased user. Okay, it's not really more detailed. That's this. That's this. So maybe my prompting is not the best. That's also suggesting now stuff. Overall, Rovo is right, but it could be simple more what we have seen in ChatGPT. So it maybe needs just better prompting on the Rovo side. Okay, but let's also go further here to the next step. Really like it. Let's go to the next step. So let's check solution description. We have done this also here. I like it. Let's go to the next step. Okay, technical considerations. Here I have a little bit an interesting point. I will explain it in a second. So Rovo, solution description. Let's check this. Insights, users will see a timer displayed to each issue on the board, showing current duration. What specific user workflow will improve? Okay. It's not wrong, but it's not good. So that's really, I don't like it. So, I mean, we see on ChatGPT what is possible, yeah? Solution description here. I have a proper user flow description. I get an information what is improved. I get an integration in existing tools. Here, it's how the user will interact, and a little bit user flow, what specific user flow will improve, and what's the integration. I mean, that's my instructions, but the answers are super, super short. And why are here things like a Bitbucket? I don't get it. Okay. I really like it. Let's go to the next step. Okay, what is ChatGPT answering already to the next step? Technical considerations. Backend needs handle time tracking, each status change. Yes, right. Real-time processing is crucial. Okay. A lightweight database. Yes. Front end. The front end will be API integrations, real-time updates. Yes. Data storage, a little bit load management. Okay, good. That's something for a developer where a developer can judge. But I want to have a specific aspect here. I want that ChatGPT makes a decision if we should develop it on Connect or on Forge. I really like your points. Based on your knowledge, can you give me a recommendation if I should develop it on Atlassian Connect or Atlassian Forge? Here we go. And Rovo. Technical considerations. So security. It just answers my questions, my prompt questions, but it's not really using it as a prompt to develop it further. Okay, also same question to Rovo. Here we go. So, what is the answer? Certainly. So, pro, serverless, data, yeah. Cons, limited real-time capabilities, yes. But especially because we developed the app already. It's in the marketplace. It's called Task Act Timer. I know that the field in the Jira board with updating time is only available in Forge. It doesn't exist on Connect. So, means this is not really right here. Atlassian Connect, So recommendation, given your app need for real-time status tracking, importance of Atlassian Connect. Wrong. That's pulling near-time updates Atlassian Forge could be simple. Okay, here it's really not perfect. I mean, it gives me Atlassian Connect. I mean, this is anyway something what I would discuss with developers and so on. It explains some good stuff, but some things are not detailed enough. So here really an internet research would be necessary in the developer documentation to figure this out. But I mean, that could be the icing on the cake when it gives me here the right recommendation. Choosing connect amount more established system. Which the infrastructure simplified hosting, security compliance. I prefer a more streamlined development process with less infrastructure management. Comfortable. Okay, it recommends me Forge. However, okay, good. I mean, we are getting it. Both are not coming exactly to the point. I mean, we can do it. Let's do it. One of my developers said to me that the real-time field, which is needed in the Jira cards for displaying the time in real time, need to be developed in Forge because this endpoint only exists in Forge. What do you think? So let's try it. Here we go. And same for Rovo. Small fazit in between. ChatGPT, more detailed, more granular, gives me some more ideas, especially in the user flows and so on. Rovo is also totally right, but much more summarized answers is really following much more my instructions. without taking the freedom of a little bit deep dive questions and so on. So, okay, what is ChatGPT saying to my point? Impact, custom field directly in Jira cards, Forge specific endpoint. Seamless, this particularly useful displaying real time, that's exactly what I want. Automatic UI refresh, that's also what I want. And that is exactly the point. Simplified maintenance, that recommend based on new insights. Forge indeed, better choice. Okay, good. It found the knowledge. Interesting. So what is Rovo doing? Okay, good. Yeah, it looks a little bit that I'm getting general answers here on my questions and so on, but not really a specific answer to my question. It's a little bit sad, but okay. Okay, I like it. Let's go further to the next point. Let's check what it is. Copy. Rovo gets the same instruction here. I mean, that was for me a little bit one key point what I want to see. So, risks and out of scope. Great, let's move on. What are the risks? Detail potential risks include technical challenge with real-time status update. Yeah, okay. Scope creep. Not really for the MVP and so on. What's minimum functional requirement there? Minimum, yeah, but hey, Rovo, you recommended already to structure this. Or was it ChatGPT? I don't know. Okay, good. It's fine for me. ChatGPT, what's your point? Risk and out of scope. Real time, same. API rate limits and usage constraints was not mentioned from Rovo in this category. Somehow earlier it was definitely mentioned. Place real-time timer, okay. Scope creep and risks. Same, again, more detail. Okay, let's go further. Next category, same for Rovo. So it is a little bit the same, or every step feels now relatively similar. I mean, the information are all correct, but it's not going in an additional direction. So we are already on review and finalization. That's interesting. So it looks like my instructions has a couple of more points. So it looks like that Rovo is summarizing here already. That's anyway a little bit the problem on long instructions. So at some point they are not working really well. So it says all the time now, but steps, yeah, okay, summarize problem definition, that's all the stuff what we did. Export the vision, okay, good. ChatGPT, what are you doing? Oh, also here. Wait, what is in my instructions? Normally, so risk out of scope, technical considerations we had, strategic alignment, 4, 5, solution description. We had a solution description. So that's the Forge part, technical considerations, solution descriptions. Yes, 5. Okay, good. No, then we are right. Let's talk about the summary. Again, here summary of the real-time stuff. Okay, fine. Confirm final vision, export documentation or initial kickoff. Schedule the development kickoff assigning roles. Okay, that's good. Okay, then create now a documentation with all the information what you learned during this chat. I really want to keep all the information, so it could be a longer documentation. and give it in a format that I can copy and paste this in a Confluence page, please. Always say thank you and please. That's important when we are ending up in a Terminator situation. So you don't want to be the first on their list. Oh, wait. No. I forgot to copy it. Here we go. Same for Rovo. Here we go. So what is ChatGPT doing? Project overview, problem definition. Yes. It's not taking all the information here. So here, for example, we had already a more detailed output, but this, in the tests I saw it's never giving the whole output as a document now, or maybe the word summarizing is wrong in the prompting, so please put it in the comment when you have a better prompt for this. It gives me somehow a summary. Fine. Platform Atlassian Forge, that was our decision. Good, that's what I want to see. Next steps. Okay, so this documentation outlines and so on. So it says we can copy it. I need two hands with that. Give me a sec. So here we go. Let's check if it really is possible to copy it. Here we go. Let's do some window. Nope. That's the wrong one. Here we go. Confluence. So that's a ChatGPT copy and paste stuff. Create page. Here we go. Looks good. I can take it. What I need to do is this here. Publish. Okay, perfect. Would work. So how is it with Rovo? Where's our Rovo window? Oh. I need to leave this here to see the tabs for a moment. Where's our Rovo window? Rovo, here we are. So it gives me also a summary, shorter, maybe has not all the content. What is with our technical consideration? No, the Forge thing is gone. Oh, that's sad. That's really, really sad. It looks too general. Please do it more detailed and store it in a Confluence page. Let's check this. So these are the superpowers from Forge now. Forge can work in your Jira and in your Confluence. When I'm tested this stuff, I did a test 1 week ago on the airport. It worked really well. Then I wanted to do my first recording and I asked for a different app here. It was an app about showing flowers when the users achieve a specific milestone. Interesting. After the second prompt, Rovo figured out that I did this stuff already because I stored all the stuff in a Confluence page. So Rovo realized this and said, hey, this already exists. Here is your document. So that's definitely where Rovo has a superpower which doesn't exist on ChatGPT. So, is it really... Well, it's not really more detailed. So the whole point, give it more detailed, is not really working. So that could be really a limit on limit symbol on the large language model. I mean, at the end, it's important to understand. The large language model doesn't have an idea about what it's talking. It's simple math. It's calculating the next fitting word. And it's a little bit impressive that all the stuff works so well. That's for Rovo and for ChatGPT the case. So means I think sessions like these are super important because it's important to understand what is possible, but it's also more important, it's that we understand what is not possible to do with these large language models like Atlassian Rovo or ChatGPT. I think that's fine, but why is it not creating Okay, create a Confluence page for me. So it's not taking the prompt for creating the Confluence page. Where's our ChatGPT thing here? Okay, I already copied it and so on, so that's fine. I think we are done with ChatGPT. And what's going on here? What we can see is, no, it explains now to me how to create the app and gives me the markdown stuff. Why? Well, the Confluence editor thing. Okay, good. Let's stop it here. I think you're getting the idea. There's also somehow a way for creating a Confluence page, but not with a prompt, create a Confluence page. Summary out of this stuff. Rovo, yes, is definitely already helpful with exactly the same instructions like ChatGPT to help me with this task for writing a vision for a new app or a feature. It's a cool experience. Definitely, we haven't used the superpowers with going already into knowledge which exists in the company, because that's a superpower from Rovo. It can learn based on your Confluence, Jira stuff, and so on. So we haven't tested it. Just from the pure capabilities of generating content and being somehow my buddy for that, for a discussion for creating the vision, Rovo was more the okayish conversation partner. Technical correct, but it hasn't surprised me a lot. When we go to ChatGPT, I like this at the moment a little bit more. It was way more detailed. It structured, for example, the sprints already. That was one point. A lot more user stories. Also in the technical consideration, it was first going with Connect, then after my question about Forge and the needed fields, it went to Forge and also figured out why. I said a little bit the why. So overall, when you want to have more detailed stuff, simple because of the power of OpenAI's ChatGPT at the moment, and that's what I said in the beginning, it is potentially the gap what we are seeing, that Rovo is based on an older model as a ChatGPT model. So means my hope is that Atlassian Rovo gets the same capabilities relatively soon, but Atlassian is just starting. So, but yeah, overall you can use both tools. If you want to have more detailed and longer things, ChatGPT is at the moment, for me, still the way to go when I'm not talking about sensible data, customer data, and so on. Rovo, also a way to go for not so detailed documents and so on. And what I said already, the benefit is here definitely your company data or organization data. So Rovo can use this, what I explained in one of what happened to me in one of my failed recordings, and I'm failing now more and more as well. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Next time I will show you how to create an already clickable UI out of this. See you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.